So I'm really curious. You've been described as as the best listener, let's say. I don't know where the genesis for that came for you. Maybe it's just, part of your DNA. I don't know. But I'd like to, sort of understand is where that came from and how you believe that contributes to effective leadership and building strong relationships with clients and partners.
Yeah, I do think it's just in my DNA. I think I've sort of just, been like this my whole life where I, for whatever reason, when I come into a new situation, I like to listen, I like to understand. And I do think it has helped me a lot in my career in leading people by deeply understanding what motivates them. I also have worked a lot with software engineers. I found pretty early on that they don't want you to tell them what to do. They want you to sort of lead them with whatever data convinced you should give it to them. I just apply that generally in dealing with people with large organizations is, if I believe we should do these three things, I must have some data and some sort of market view that led me to that. The fun part is actually they don't always come to the exact same three things I did that we should do next. And sometimes they come up with a better one. The people that you've surrounded yourself with are really talented. And so listen, but then also share kind of the underlying data and try to lead them to the same conclusion. But don't necessarily be upset if they come up with a slightly different one, because half the time it's better.
You said that was part of your DNA, but I would imagine that it's also a function of sort of maturity and knowledge over time, that you're not necessarily having as much imposter syndrome, feeling like you need to be talking and telling, but you feel like I get the most out of people if they're doing what they want to do, and I'm listening and guiding and not necessarily directing. Would that be true?
That's for sure.